to another episode of SawtoothWild. Today is opening morning of general rifle season here in Montana for deer and elk. So I'm out in the mountains right now by myself, trying to get me something cool. I got a tag for a wolf and a mountain lion as well. So hopefully something goes down. Gorgeous day, nice and partially cloudy, sunny. Fog lifted a little bit. I'm getting pretty high now. Gaining quite a bit of elevation. Got the Ruger American with me. And just me, myself, and the mountain. I just glassed up a bunch of mule deer. Like a mile and a half away from me. So I'm gonna glass a little bit closer. Get steady, see what's out there. Maybe something good. Opening day, let's get it. So I'm looking at all these mule deer over there across the canyon. It's really far. It's going to take me a few hours to get over there, I think. But no big bucks yet. A lot of obvious does. There's a couple of mule deer that are just completely motionless, standing, staring out to my right for who knows what reason. Usually you don't see does doing that. You see the bucks doing that. So could be a buck. It's so hard to tell until they move their head a little bit. But that's probably like a mile away right now. It's doable. It's totally doable. But it's going to take me a bit to get over there. Oh, man. Super deceiving. But yeah, lots of mule deer up there right now, which is a good sign. I'm in a good area for sure. It's mule deer country. Whew. Let's keep pressing on. So all the deer were really spooky and kept grouping up and running around, and they finally lost a lot of elevation, and I finally figured out what's going on. There's a guy in blaze orange at the top pushing them around. So sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. So I don't really want to go over there if there's other hunters over there, but at least from here I can see if there's a good buck in that group or not. And so far I have not seen a buck at all. So counted up 15 deer. It's a pretty good size for a buck to want to tag along with, but I don't know, maybe just a little bit too early in the season. It's still only the first day of the general rifle, so well, might be good though. I'll sit here and wait a little bit longer before I get too cold. I just spooked a deer. Mule deer. Maybe more than one. I couldn't tell, but I did see one. About 20 yards, way too thick for me to see or anything, but I'm in a good spot. I'm getting closer to where I want to be. Just trying to be slow and take my time because there's obviously deer, lower. Doing good though. So far I haven't seen a muley buck yet. They're probably way up at the top. There's not a drop of snow here yet, so they're probably way up at the top. Alright, so I've been hiking about 3 hours. I got like 600 feet of elevation gain in that time, just kind of going slow and taking my time and listening and glassing as I can. I want to get another at least 1,000 feet of elevation gain. Technically the mountain's another like 1,500 feet, I think, to the top. I was planning on getting up to the top. I just don't know. That's so much more hiking. I could probably do it, but I'd be pretty dang far from the truck at that point. That'll be like probably 10 miles away. So I'm gonna get moving. I had to stop and cool off a little bit. Glassed what I can over here. Nothing so far. Just bumped maybe a mule deer doe or two, maybe about a mile back. So I'm in a good spot. This whole mountain is crawling with wildlife if you just know where to look. I watched that hunter that bumped all those deer. I think I counted 15, 16 deer out of there total before I turned around. That hunter, I don't think he had any clue that there were 15 deer ahead of him running, full sprint. If he would have just maybe been a little bit quieter, he maybe have taken a shot on something illegal over there, but he was walking, just kind of strolling. Looked like he was walking pretty fast, so probably making a lot of noise. I don't think he had any idea that there was that many deer, because he was glassing like across the canyon, not even knowing that to the right of him is 15 mule deer. So I don't want to be that guy. So I want to be quiet and weigh all my options every 5 yards, But let's get going. So I actually just ran into that guy. I have no idea how he came over to my side of the canyon, but just ran into him. He hasn't seen any bucks or elk today. I did tell him about the 15-something mule deer that he bumped, and he was aware of those. And he went down to the truck, and I kept going up. So I just glassed up 4 more does across the other canyon from me, the other direction. No bucks again, still. So I'm just waiting it out, having some snacks and coffee. My wife made me a latte to go, so I have a little insulated tumbler to drink some latte, which I am thoroughly grateful for. But not much for bucks and bulls yet. Bucks, bulls, or boars. No bears, no wolves, no cats. So plenty of wildlife and a lot of sign, but just no bucks. They must just be still way up high, and maybe even on the north side where it's a little bit cooler. So oh well, I'll sit here till I'm cold, and then I'll keep moving. It's gorgeous out today, gorgeous. Dropped in elevation a little bit. I just bumped 5 more does. That's a total of almost 40 does today. And right before that, I bumped a buck. The mule deer buck bedded behind a tree. I was probably about 30 yards from him. He jumped up and ran off, and I just barely got a look at him, but he was really tall. Not big, just very tall, narrow. But, and then as I was standing there making a plan, I ran into two more hunters who basically saw nothing. I told them I saw like 30 at least does, and told them about that buck. They said they haven't seen any elk sign, which I've been seeing plenty the way I came up. So yeah, sometimes you just, get a little bit luckier, I guess. I'm starting to make my way back, but I'm trying to do this strategically so that I'm covering new ground and trying to make good time, but I'm also trying to be quiet. I know there's some elk up here. I know there's a moose up here. So we're in a good spot, but I'm not sure. Might be too early. The rut must not be kicked in yet. Oh well. Keep trekking on. Alright, I just finished bushwhacking a whole bunch. Now I'm back to a walkable trail. I did spook something else out in the bushes way up top. I'm not sure what it is. It sounded like a mule deer hop, but I didn't actually see anything, so probably like 20 yards away. So I'm guessing it was a mule deer, but I'm not sure if it's a buck or not. I'm guessing it might be a buck because it was all by itself and it was probably bedded. So all in all, good day in the woods, but the rut just hasn't really kicked off yet. Did find some fall bear sign, a couple piles about the exact same elevation as each other, so I'm assuming it was the same bear, same size even, and similar freshness. So some bear in here too, which is a good sign. I do love hunting in bear country. Whew, what a gorgeous day. I mean, look at the scenery, look at the colors, look at the light and the shadows, and man, I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. Well, I'm heading back. I've covered 9 miles today so far. Thankfully, the sun hasn't set yet. The biggest thing is I didn't want to get stuck in the dark doing all that bushwhacking and scrambling down the mountain, because that is actually life-threatening. I don't enjoy doing that. Try to avoid it at all costs, but 9 miles today, somewhere between 30 to 40 deer I saw for sure, at least one buck and a whitetail buck, a muley buck. So all in all, good. Another day in the mountains. Till next time. All right, back at it. Same mountain as last time. A week later, because I'm kind of a weekend warrior. Can't really get out during the week, but looks promising. Leaves are changing colors. A little bit of snow up high, but everything's quiet, a little damp. Looks like it's going to be a good day. Let's try to get up high and find us some mule deer. I got a long ways ahead of me. I started a little bit late, but that's how it goes. I'll make it happen. All right, just glassed up 2 white-tailed does. No bucks with them. And then a little bit above them, 1 mule deer doe with no bucks with her. So far no bucks yet. 3 deer though, so good sign. I just passed this corner where I saw some mountain lion tracks 2 years in a row, and drag marks with blood in it one of the times. So my hunt just quickly became mountain lion too. So I'm looking at all the trees, trying to see if I could find a mountain lion in one of these trees here. No evidence of elk up here in a while. Did find some bear scat, fall bear scat, so I marked that. But so far no bucks. Let's keep going. Right up here I walked into a moose one time. So plenty of critters up here, just not today. getting closer. They had 2 more with them, so 4 does. I think it's does. Running up this way. So I've just been slowly making my way up. Hopefully I can get a glimpse of them again. Maybe there's a buck with them as it starts getting darker, but fog's rolling in. Getting a little cloudy. Oh, it's a tough day. My head is pounding for some reason. I have ibuprofen, but I'm just hoping it goes away. Just pounding. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, just glassed up 3 more does. Way up high. No bucks with them yet. I got a little bit of footage on them, but crazy. The rut just really hasn't kicked in yet, I think. Haven't seen a buck chasing does up here yet. Just one whitetail down at the bottom. A lot of does. That's doe 11, 12, 13 for the day. So plenty of critters up here, I guess. I'm getting really cold here. Got some of this. I mean, only got one, but it's a lifesaver right now. Staring at this mountain and really not seeing anything, so might still be really early, and I'm guessing we might need a few more feet of snow up there before it starts pushing things down, because everything up there it's inaccessible in a day, unless you have horses or camp out up there or something. I don't know how to do that. That's a lot of work to get up there, but everything's really high right now. There's does down here, but I think all the bucks are way up there. And the rut hasn't really started, so they're not coming down. But seeing a lot of game, I guess, so that's always good. I'm in a good spot. Just gotta keep pushing, and eventually I'll run into something good. Another day in paradise. A lot of action, and it's enough for one day. Making my way back. We'll make it happen one of these times. All right. Back at it. Making my way up this mountain again. I think I just bumped a couple of whitetail does right here on the bottom. That's all right, because I'm gonna get up really high, try to find some mule deer. It's much colder today, so I packed a lot of clothes, a lot of stuff, pretty heavy. Making my way up. Okay, had to take the sweater off because it's so hot. I still got like 3 more miles before I get up to my glassing knob. It's way too hot. I think it's like 32 degrees, 34 degrees right now, but I am sweating. I bumped a bunch of white-tailed does already. I keep bumping them around. I'm not sure if it's the same ones, but plenty of does down here. So I still got like maybe 2 more miles, 3 more miles before and get to a pretty good glassing knob. I'm sweating. Let's get it. Glassed for about half an hour. Got pretty cold, so layered up. Haven't seen a single mule deer today, so makes me think that they're probably getting chased around now by bucks. So they all grouped up, and now they're only in one spot, not a bunch of little groups scattered. So I'm gonna hunker down, glass for a couple of hours, try to find where they're at. I'm gonna try to stay warm. I put on all my layers. I'm gonna try to get in the sunlight and stick it out for the long haul. Hopefully see something. There's a lot of deer on this mountain, so it's a little weird that I haven't seen a single mule deer today. Oh well. I'm gonna get warm, get my snacks out, and try to find them. Alright. A lot of deer tracks here in the snow. I'm not sure if they're whitetail or not. Alright. Keep going. Today's making me look like a really bad hunter. I haven't seen a single mule deer yet. Usually I see a dozen by now. I haven't been on this mountain and not seen a mule deer. So, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm warm. I'm settled down. I got snacks. So I'm gonna try to find where they're at. Don't know. I've been glassing for over an hour. Haven't seen a single deer at all this entire time I was glassing until now. I was so excited, and it turns out it's a frickin' whitetail, a doe, really high up. I don't know what's going on. I'm at 5,000 feet. All the mule deer I've killed have been like 5,000 or less. Why are there whitetails right here? Why are there does up here by themselves? I don't understand. The mule deer must just be like on the very, very, very top for some reason today. I don't understand. All the whitetail are really high for some reason today. That doesn't make any sense. If the mule deer are really high, then I got a long ways of hiking left. I'm already 3 miles up to the glassing spot, and I still got probably 3 more miles just to get to a decent shootable spot. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's just one of those days. I should have bumped like 15 mule deer by now, and I haven't even seen a single one yet. I finally found a mule deer. One mule deer doe. Really, really high up. Like 5,500, probably 500 feet above me. I'm not sure what's going on in here, but I did see some tire tracks on the roads below me, and I am pretty sure there are not supposed to be tire tracks in here. These roads are all gated, way down at the bottom, with no motorized access whatsoever, so I'm at the mercy of public land, you know. I don't come out every single day. I can't control what people do on public land. I didn't see tire tracks hiking in, but they must have come from a different direction and came in here and maybe drove on all these roads, because if I could see that one right there, it goes all the way up. Not great. They might have spooked all the mule deer out of here yesterday, or maybe even this morning before I got in. That really sucks. I might have to give it a day or two before the mule deer come back in this basin. But I do see one deer way up on the ridge, about to jump over to the other side, so that's good news that the deer might come back in here. Pretty crazy. I am freezing. I am about shivering now. I got the hand warmers. I've got all my food eaten up almost. Got every layer I brought on. So I gotta get moving soon. But I just want to see what else is in here. What else made it? I was trying to get some video of them, and then I see antlers just coming through the trees. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. I've been looking in this bowl all day. Whew, they came up behind me. I knew there was mule deer somewhere up in here. It was like a 40-yard shot. It might have been a 40-yard shot. I'm at 5,000 feet. I knew the good bucks are right about 5,000 feet. This might have been the same buck that I saw last weekend. Right here I found a rub and I saw a really tall buck. This guy was really tall. Good 4x4, maybe bigger. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. I've been waiting here all day. I'm freezing. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that just happened. He was way too close for me to get any of the camera stuff set up. I mean, he was staring right at me the moment he came up. The moment he came up and I got to look at him, he already saw me. And he was already looking at me and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a big buck. Freezing, I gotta get moving. I gotta go look for this buck before it gets too dark. Probably got about an hour left of light. Let's go, let's get going. I can't believe that just happened. I am so cold. My phone died and I put it on the freaking charger. I couldn't get footage of this guy because my freaking phone died. And it wouldn't turn on fast enough, so I had to get the other camera, and the other camera I didn't have it set up on a tripod, and the whole thing just failed. Big fail for filming, but I shot him. He jumped up. He jumped up like 3 or 4 feet, and he freaking turned around and ran the other direction. I didn't see him pile up, but I didn't hear him run very far. I think he's dead right there. Whew, let's go check it out. Fell right here. So he fell right here. Man, I can smell him. I can smell that buck. Huh. I smell that buck. Oh my gosh, he's right there. Right here. Oh my gosh. He's right here. Look at that dog. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I just shot this guy. Wow, he's tall, he's so heavy. Oh. I can't believe it. Look at that. Look at that buck. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. That is a nice buck. Oh my gosh. That just happened. Oh man. What a big buck. Oh my gosh. Whew. 2024 deer. 2024 worked out for me. Got a nice bear this year. 658 yard shot. And look at this mule deer. This is much bigger than my other mule deer. Oh my gosh. What a massive body. This guy's huge. This is the biggest body deer I've ever killed. Yes. 2024 deer. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. Oh, my heart's still racing. I can't believe I just shot this guy. What a fatty. Solo Montana mule deer hunting 2024. Man, I love mule deer. Gotta get my cord out of the way. Oh my gosh. Well, There's the buck. Oh. Nice tall buck. 4x4, tiny little eye guards. Probably not the same genetics as the other big one I shot up here. Nice deer though. Man. It was probably about a 40-yard shot. He died just in this bush, like 5 yards behind the camera. And I shot him maybe about 25 yards up this hill behind a bush up there. I was 40 yards away, so it was probably about a 40-yard shot. And he hit that bush and tumbled down into this bush here and died right here. So no blood trailing, no tracking hardly at all. I mean, it was so close to where he got shot. I can't be more happy. It's probably about maybe about 3 miles back to the car. I'm way high up. Understandably, that's where the big deer live. So I got to start processing this deer and making my way down. It's gonna start getting pretty dark here, so let's start working on it. Looks like I hit him right here. Broke his leg right here. This is all broken. So, pretty good shot. All right. Look at that view. Okay. Look at that deer. Nice. What a nice deer. Okay, let's get these tags cut. Not sure which one is which. Deer, okay. Sweet. It's getting cold out here. There isn't any water to be found up here, so I'm gonna try to keep myself a little bit cleaner because I don't have any way to wash up. I have some snow and stuff, but can't even really make a fire here and stay warm. What's today's date? I think it's November 8th. It's November 8th. What a wild ride, man. What a wild ride. Whew. Okay, there she is. All right, took me about an hour and a half. I finally got the deer processed. That is the biggest deer I've ever killed, and I'm all by myself. I think I'm about 3.5 miles up. So it's gonna be a good hike out. Thankfully, it's all downhill. My last year's buck was uphill a good ways, and I had to carry the whole thing up and out of a freaking hole before any downhill started. But let me show you, here's what the tarp is doing. So I got front quarter, a bunch of neck meat, another front quarter, I think, hind quarter, I don't know. But yeah, 2 quarters there, and then I got 2 back straps and 2 tenderloins, and then the head. These back straps are massive. Absolutely massive. And this buck is gorgeous. And that is why I put reflective tape on my stuff. It's a long ways and it's pitch black. The moon is out. Alright, so I think I made a decision. I got all the meat and I tried to save as much meat as I can, and I got the head, and I mean, this is a big deer. So I'm going to not try to carry all of this at once because there's a whole bunch of snow right here and it's pretty steep going down, and obviously it's pitch black, and I don't know what's down here. I know there's a trail somewhere down there and I got to go hit it. I don't really want to do it in the snow. I don't really want to do it in the dark, and I didn't bring my crampons either. It's just too much weight. I think I got too much crap. I got my rifle and all the warm clothes and the power bank and the camera and you name it. It's way too much stuff. So I think I'll just take the head, and all the game bags I will hang up in a tree, and I'll come back for it tomorrow. Maybe with the wife too, and we'll recharge all the cameras and get some good footage. It'll be daylight. Could actually take our time and be safe because I'm all by myself, and it's just not a good idea to try to do all this by yourself. This much weight. This is the biggest deer I've ever killed. So, and I think I'm 3.5 miles from the truck. So I got a long ways back. I can't imagine doing it, slipping and sliding down this, and especially with weight on. So we're gonna play it safe and take care of it all tomorrow. I just hung all the meat in the tree. I'm just gonna take the head because I think it's pretty light and it's very big and bulky, so that's gonna help me pack the meat tomorrow. But little redneck, got it all hanging up in a tree. Definitely need more paracord for stuff like this. For a bear it's not that bad, but for a big mule deer, I just ran out of cord. I used a little red one, and the red one is very, very lightweight. I could barely get it to lift 2/4. And the thick 550 orange one with the reflective stuff inside is very strong, but I couldn't lift all of it with just that one because it was too heavy. So basically I need more cord. In the future I'm definitely gonna have more cord. All right, got the meat all safe. Time to get out of here. Yeah, well, hopefully this holds. It's a big deer. Okay. All right, I think that'll hold. Sweet. Just like that. All right, ready to head out. Look at that deer. I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to video yourself. Ooh, definitely extra weight. I'm glad I'm not taking all that meat and the rifle and the binos and the camera and all that at once. I noticed there's a pretty big rub over here. Must be his, because I did see a different rub not too far from where I shot him. Look at this rub. That's a pretty gnarly tree, honestly. Ooh, that's probably, I don't know, 2-inch diameter maybe. It's a pretty good tree. All right. There's a deer bush. I wonder if that's where he was buried. All right. traffic here. Okay. All right, making my way down. Got a couple more miles to go. Did the nastiest part in the dark, of course, but got that over with. So now just smooth sailing all the way back to the truck. Just got back to the truck, got the deer back. Truck is warming up. It is way colder down here for some reason, way colder than way up there where I shot this buck. I don't know, this creek bottom or something, but I'll get the rest tomorrow. For now, I'm just excited to get home and take a shower and get some sleep. Ooh, what a day, what a day. Not a bad deer at all.
Trailer on the tail, Charleston on the Bakersfield, Calistown.